Hello Bitzbox, this is Craig from Bitzbox.co.uk here with the second game in the little quest to slay the Troggoth King. This is a solo campaign that the Warhammer community put out quite recently. So in this one I'm playing the Clash at Blackrock Pass mission. Now I've filmed this after I've played the game. So essentially in this one I actually play the game twice because the first one ended quite soon. So you actually get 2 for the price of 1 in this video. So before we get into that, I just want to give a massive thank you to all of our Patrons and give a shout out for them. If you want to know what Patreon is all about, there is a link in the description down below. We put out a lot of these videos early on Patreon and you can watch them for as little as $1 a month. So if you want to know what happens in the finale, then you can just head over to Patreon and watch that right now. So, let's get into this one. Okay, before I begin, I forgot in the last game to roll for an artifact of power at the end of the game. Now, there's 3 tables, so I'm actually going to just roll a d3 to 1, 2, 3 to determine which table I'll roll on. So that's a 1, so it'll be a storm forged weapon. And roll off the table, roll on the table, I got a 1. That's for Strife Ender, so pick one of his melee weapons and add 1 to attacks. Just add 1 to attacks, 2 if he's fighting chaos, but he's not, so... Okay, so he gets 1 extra melee attack. And that's for my general, obviously. So, we'll go straight into the mission. I'll just put this out of the way. This one is Clash at Blackrock Pass. Again, you can have 2 units, and I'll show you which ones I've picked in this one. Same board size. Exactly the same deployment as well. Fallen Rock, so each time a unit from your army finishes a normal move or charge move within 3 inches of the short battlefield edge, roll a dice, and on a 1 they suffer d3 mortal wounds, so I'll have to try and remember that and keep away from a short battle edge as well. You can escape if you get within 3 inches of the escape route, which is essentially the other side of the board. I've just got to get my general out, and my general's on a mount that moves 12 inches, so we could literally do it in about 2 or 3 turns. But of course I've set up the Troggoths in a way to hopefully stop that, and I'll put a bit more terrain on the board this time to make it a bit more balanced. Major victory, I get a command trait I can roll on. And this is the table, so you can see you've got lots of line of sight blocking terrain. There's only really 2 possible escape routes for my general. One's blocked by some rock cuts, one's blocked by a dank hold. So hopefully he'll have to fight his way out. These guys, they've got a bit of a line of sight against him, so they might be able to take some wounds off him. And these guys are going to have to manoeuvre, and they're close to the board edge as well, so yeah, hopefully that balances it out a little bit. It's just hard to see past the raptors just doing loads of damage, but yes, that's why this is there. Hopefully it'll be a bit more fun for you guys to watch than the last one. Okay then, turn 1 initiative. It's a Stormcast going first. So, I'm going to move, he can move 12, can't he? He's going to go right up to there. I better get all my stats up on the app as well. Nice and prepared, as always. So very quick movement up there, 12. I'm going to attempt to move with the hunters. So, it's if they finish within 3 inches that they'll be attacked by fallen rock, so we're going to get away from that edge as to not get, so we just do not get hit. And we'll come across over this way. That might even give us a little bit I don't know what are their range? They're only 9 inches, so we're not in range to shoot anything. And the raptors, not all of them have line of sight. 3 of them do. I can't remember if you do it by model or what. I'm going to do it by model. I think that's right. So 3 of them are going to shoot into... Oh, I better check we've got range. I think they get extra range if they don't move. So it's 24-inch range anyway, so way in range. So 3 of them will shoot the boss. One of them's missed. Probably good for him. Not the boss, sorry, Dankhold. Only 1 wound. That's -2 rend. So he might not get a save. Well, he does get a 6 up. Oh, he makes it as well. Ooh. Does he have the... I don't think he has the stony skin, does he? Okay, I'm going to go straight in. I'm going to go straight in with my leader. I'm going to attempt a charge, which... Oh, that's not going to make it, but I'm going to use my command point. Or is it reroll 1 or 2? I'll have to double check that. Oh, it's been too long. Yes, it was both. And I assume that it says for units within 6 inches of a general. I assume that means the general himself. It would seem weird otherwise. Oh, that's me. Right, so he's in. And he's going to attack. So he gets an extra attack thanks to his artifact. So he now has 4 attacks in melee. And he hits with 2. Hopefully you guys can see the dice rolls okay. -1 rend and 2 damage, so it's a 5-up save. Oh, he makes it again. Okay, this Dankhold is gonna prove tricky. Oh, I get to attack with the Griff Charger as well. Has 3 attacks. The mounts always do better than the guys on top. At least in my experience. It's -2 rend on that as well, so it's a 6-up. He still makes 1. But he does finally take some damage. So that's just a 1 damage. But he does take some... Yeah, it's going to be a effort trying to fight his way out of here. I assume this guy will hit hard. Yeah, wow, okay. He has too many wounds for the Crush and Grip ability to kill him. So that's lucky. But I can attack him with the club. Just 3 hits, 2 of them hit. 2 wounds, -2 rend as well on the Lord Aquila, so it's a 5-up save. She does make 1. And he takes d6 damage from that though, which is 4 damage, so he's in trouble actually. He is in trouble. But that is the first turn for the Stormcast. Uh-oh. This one could end very quickly. So I have to roll for what the Dankholds will do, so that's 5. I think that means they can just act normally. They get advance, so they get to move. They don't need to regenerate. They can then, if I look on the thingy, oh I've got too many sheets in there. So after they advance, they can then throw a boulder. So they're going to throw them at them. It's impossible for them not to. It's impossible for them to fail their dice roll. So you automatically do D3 wounds. So they do 2, which will kill 1 off from the back. Right. Dankhold Trogoth just gets to attack now. Oh no, I had to roll for him first actually. Oh, I rolled 6, okay. Okay. Oh dear, this is not going well for Stormcast. I might replay this afterwards. Because I think it's now about to end. But it's good because it shows you guys what can happen in here. So, if you're in combat, for a Troggoth and you roll a 6, then they get... Where's the table? They get Rampage. So this unit immediately fights. It is also picked to fight in the combat phase as well. So essentially you get to attack twice. So here we go. I mean, he could finish the general off here quite easily. Freeze. That's freeze and then freeze. So -2 rend. So if I up, so he takes 1. D6, anything above 3. And that does kill him. So I think the Dank Hold is just so powerful in combat. Yeah, he holds his own. Kills the leader, and that is that, basically. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to replay it, but I'm going to use the Fell Waters rather than the Dank Hold, I think. Okay, so I've decided what I'm going to do. I am going to play it again with the Fell Water Troggoths, but regardless of the outcome, I won't give myself a command ability at the end. I will assume that I've lost the game, but I can't just put out a video where you just watch me go into one combat and die. So yeah, we'll try it again. We'll put everyone back and I'll try some Fell Waters instead. And yeah, we'll start that again. So yeah, I'll be back in a sec once everything's set back up. So, take 2. Let's see who gets initiative. So it's a Stormcast again, and we've got Fell Waters there. Now, do I just go on the offensive again? Or not? I mean, I forgot to shoot as well with him. I'm going to just move him over here. And again, I'm going to move these guys up. I mean, I could have left them where they were if I knew I was going to get first turn. I could have rolled first. Never mind. Now, I did lose one guy in the first one. I may keep that casualty and roll for him anyway. I could do the same with him. It'd be risky. We'll see. We'll see how he gets on. So, they're at a range to shoot. He's not, though. So I will shoot with the Lord Aquila. And he does have four shots, so he's going to fire at them. He hits with them all. 3 pluses to hit. 3 pluses again to wound, so he wounds with 3. They have a 5-up save to my recollection, if I remember. Yep. So they fail all of them. 5-up save there, so they fail. They have 4 wounds each, so one of them only has 1 left. So that's not bad. Would have been nice maybe if I could have took a couple of wounds off that Dank Hold last time. And I'm also going to shoot at him with them 3 raptors who have the line of sight as well. And I forgot their headshot ability actually. I don't know if I got any 6s in this game or the last game, but it probably wouldn't have made much difference. So I must remember that. So, we didn't get no 6s that time, all 3s. All wounds as well, so they don't actually get save, because they got a 5-up and it's -2 rend. So it does 6 damage there, so 1. Another 4 will kill him. And that one. Either way, maybe if I had the rock cuts there, I might have done a bit better. Either way, this game could still be over quite quickly. I am then now going to attempt to charge then. I'm seeing flaws in this. It could be a lot to do with my army. I think I've got stuff that's too strong. And I just went up against the wrong thing with that guy. He's going to attempt to charge. He is well in. So he might be able to finish this one off. So he has 4 attacks in combat. They all are all but 1 hit. Oh, I got that wrong anyway. He has 3 because he's got the axe, not the sword. So I even done that wrong in the last one. Not made any difference. So we'll roll it again. 2. I don't know why I gave him the axe when the sword's so much better. Oh well. But he does 2 wounds, 5 up save, so he does take another one. And then we have the Griff Charger as well. So he's only got 2 wounds left in that Fell Water. Griff Charger has 3 attacks. Wounded on 3 pluses, that's -2 Ren, so he doesn't get a save. He takes another damage, so he's just got 1 wound left, but he does get to attack back. It's probably handy for him that he's still alive, because he will get to attack again in the next turn, so you never know, you never know. They're still quite good in combat. So 2 wounds go through at -1. So that's a 4 up save, so he takes 1, but he does take 2 damage from that. Oh, and they're also at -1 to hit, so against them. So that's another rule I completely missed. So I must try and remember this stuff. That's in combat though, so it won't affect the shooting. Yeah, so I do apologise for any tiny little rules I missed. These are very new using the Troggoths, but I'm really liking them in combat. They are deadly. Very good. So now it is their turn. So we're going to roll for each unit. I mean, if he can get 6, he'll be laughing. So for the Rock Guts, they get advance. Find the table. It's just so unorganised. I shouldn't have double-sided printed these. Are they actually in charge range of that guy? They would need... No, to actually... As for crow flies they are, but as they walk they wouldn't be. So I would do it by the distance they move. But I think he is the closest unit to them. So when they do move with their advance, they will move up. Well, move up this way regardless. They'll then throw a rock at this unit again, automatically hitting and doing D3 mortal wounds, so 1 takes a wound. So essentially you have to roll under the number of models in the unit to do damage, so obviously it's impossible to fail. If you're wondering why, it's just automatically doing damage. So that's what they get to do. Unfortunately you can't then charge with them. You can only charge with them if they've started their turn within 12 inches. And I haven't found anything else to suggest otherwise. With the Fell Water, oh, we rolled a 1, that's not good. So he's got Dumbstruck. So Dumbstruck means he does nothing, and he can't fight in the combat phase. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, sorry guys, you're getting all the extremes in this video. Oh no, so we just go straight into the Stormcast hero. So he didn't get no regeneration, he don't get to fight, he's probably going to get killed. And really, the only way to stop him is if these guys get... if they get the initiative next turn, then it might be different. So as it is though, he's not doing any damage in combat. Just 1 hit with his axe. And no wounds either, oh dear. He's only got 1 wound left. Come on, Griff Charger. The mounts always do better. Oh, wow, okay. So -2 Rento, didn't even get a save against that, so the Griff Charger has finished him off. I'll move them off the board. Okay, so turn 2 initiative. It is the Troggoths going first. Let's hope they don't get dumbstruck. They got a 3. So a 3 is... Oh, that's a hold. So they don't even get to charge. Oh no, they need a 4+ to charge. They do get to use their rock throwing ability again, which I'll do at them. It's not bad though, it's killed a couple. There's 3 wounds there, so it kills that one on 1 wound. But that's all they get to do. Oh no, they needed that charge. They needed that charge. Now it's the Stormcast's turn. Literally, he can just fly off the board and win the game. Oh, it's not a very good one really. If your hero was on foot, it would be better. They probably shouldn't allow mounted heroes, but I haven't found anything to suggest otherwise. If I play through this again, I won't use a mounted hero. That's a bit unfair, but saying that you can advance anyway, so it would still give you a lot of speed. It wouldn't take too long to get across the board with a guy on foot either. So how do they leave the battlefield? If they just finish a move within 3 inches, they've escaped. So it doesn't say that it ends automatically, it just says at the end of a battle. So we might as well go and carry on, see what's going to happen. So we'll do a little suicide mission with these guys. We'll go in, we'll shoot some pistols and charge, or attempt to charge. So 7 of them, so that is 14 shots. $12 and 14, so 3 pluses, then 4 pluses. So not too bad. Wow, that is a good wound roll, look at that. Only 1 failed. Nice. Okay, so it's just 1 damage and they have a 5-up save. So they pass with 3. They also have their stony skin, so they then get to negate it on a 5+. So they negate 2 of them, so they take 3 wounds. And I believe they have 4 wounds each. But they do. We're now going to attempt a charge. That's 3 inches, which is just exactly what we need. Terrible charge rolls in this campaign so far. We can get 2 in, and we can't really pile in either, so just 2 of them are going to attack. So they've got sabres. I'm going to have to take the axe off that guy and give him a sabre, because I don't see what the axes do. I mean, not for him anyway. For these, it's not too bad. It's a bit balanced. But as it is, 3... Oh no, they've got 2 attacks each, sorry. That's the first 2. So 3 pluses to hit. 4 pluses to wound with the sabres. Bad. 1 damage. So all failed. They're 5 up. Yeah, 5 up, aren't they? And 5 up again because of their stony skin. Oh, so 1 dies and 1 is on 1 wound. They do have a 2-inch melee range, so I think if I can get this guy over here, he can get in. He's got that 2 inches just. So they have 2 attacks each. 3 pluses to hit, not bad. 3 pluses to wound. And that's a -2 rend for 3 damage each. So 6 up save, fail them both, and take a new with me. So that's 6 damage. Ooh. Oh, just double check that. Yeah. So that's another 3 of them dead. And they will need battle shock. They lost. Oh no, I should have possibly done battle shock in the last phase as well. I'm trying to think if they lost enough. They lost 2. 7. No, that'd have been. No, well, okay. I'll roll for the battle shock I missed in the last turn. That would have been 6. No, so they've been fine anyway. Battle shock now, they've lost 3. Ah, there's still a 1 again, so that's fine. But plenty of casualties for me to roll on at the end. That one's dead, isn't he? And he lost one. So that is the end of Stormcast turn. So that's the end of turn 2. Turn 3 initiative is for Rock Guts. So they might do alright here, they might kill them off. And they're both going to attack again. Oh, no, I got roll from first. 3. They might get to regenerate. So they get hold. Yeah, so they can do a regeneration. And that's all they'll get to do. So on the 4+, nope. So they don't get to regenerate, but they're going to go straight into attacking. Oh, not so good that time. Just a 1 through, and didn't save. So another one dies, and one has taken a wound. There's 3 damage there. So they get to attack back. Leaders, I don't think the leader can really reach. This, this terrain has really helped them. Yeah, so just 4 attacks again. And they do all hit though. Do they all wound? They certainly don't. Just a 1 wound, 5 up save. Stony skin, nope, so another wound gets taken off, and we could be in there a while. Now it's for Stormcast's go. We're going to have to move over with these. You can shoot into combat, as we discovered last game, which I really don't like. But here's what it is. 4 of them have line of sight. I mean, the Raptors are just too good. They're too good. 3 wounds there. Oh, I can't remember if I rolled a 6 to hit now. Oh, I will remember that rule. I will remember. But -2, so they don't get no save. So they take 6 damage, but they do get their stony skin against the 6 wounds, which they fail all of them. That's enough to kill him. Well, that's enough to kill them both. Because they only have 4 wounds, don't they? Yeah, Raptors are just... I'll probably have to try this without Raptors, maybe. I know they're good, I just don't think they'll be taking down trolls like that. Yeah. Although maybe I'll try hard mode with them. I think they'll work really well in hard mode. I have one of them to deal with every game. As we've seen, they are pretty devastating. But okay. So I'm going to roll for my casualties now. And I'm going to add... Actually no, I won't add the ones from the last game. It's better to do one or the other, I suppose. We lost a lot more here, so... We did lose 6 guys. And of course we've already lost 1 from the first game. Oh, another one bites the dust, so we're down to 8 hunters now. So basically any ones, kill them off completely. We get to roll on the events table, which is a 3. Lost in the Woods, we don't get a command point in the first battle round next game, so I have to try and remember that. I'm not going to roll for a command trait because I lost the first game, but yeah, not too bad. I apologise if the Raptors are just ruining these games a bit. To be fair, he can probably do the same. He can probably ruin them in combat himself as well, so yeah, interesting. It is interesting. When you've got to pick units rather than have points, you've got to try and find that balance yourself and sort of make do with what you've got. And yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying it anyway, seeing what it's about. These games are very short, very quick, especially if you kill yourself in the first couple of turns. So, you know, it's something to do during this lockdown period, but yeah, see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then please feel free to subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so already. You can also click that bell icon to be notified when a new video has gone live on this channel. On the screen now are 2 more videos that you may wish to check out, and a link to our Patreon page also. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.